Time to look at ketones. This is the non-terminal carbonyl group. So when you see that C double bond O, but it's not at the end of the line, it's what's known as a ketone. It looks very similar to an aldehyde. So to highlight this, I'm actually going to compare two very similar aldehydes and ketones. All right, so on the left, you'll see an aldehyde because the C double bond O is at one of the end carbons. All right, so it's going to be carbon 1. All right, on the molecule on the right, the C double bond O isn't at one of the ends. It's somewhere in the middle. All right, so the molecule on the left is an aldehyde. The molecule on the right is known as a ketone. Okay, this is the only difference, and it's very slight between an aldehyde and a ketone. All right, the other difference is that it gets named using the suffix -one rather than -al. So you can see here an aldehyde has what we say a terminal carbonyl. This is a non-terminal carbonyl. Okay, so there are 4 carbons in the chain, so this is butanal. Okay, the Al indicates aldehyde. Butanone is the ketone. Okay, you can see that an aldehyde, they can be carbon number 1. A ketone can never, ever, 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 ever be carbon 1. Okay, so the C double bond O can never be on carbon 1 if you have a ketone. Right? That's why we often don't use the 1 when we talk about an aldehyde. All right, so let's look at an actual ketone that has a few other functional groups in there. All right, so now we have a 5-carbon chain that has a ketone in it. All right, let's put a double bond in, and how about a phenyl? All right, so we'll fill up the hydrogens with the appropriate number. Okay, so now every carbon has 4 bonds. I'm going to circle some functional groups. So this is a ketone. Ketone ranks number 5 on the priority list. You can see over on the right. Okay, this is a phenyl. Phenyl ranks number 8. And the alkene, shown here, ranks number 9. This means the ketone is the highest priority group. That carbon needs to get the lowest number. So I'm going to start numbering from the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, a 5-carbon chain is a pent. Right, so phenyl gets labeled as a branch, so 3-phenyl. Okay, but the alkene and the ketone are both named with suffixes. So this is 3-phenyl pent dash 3 dash ene dash 2-one. 3-phenyl pent 3-ene 2-one is the molecule shown there.